Welcome to the Financial Flow. Please like and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay up on our latest videos. Americans appear to be more concerned than ever before about their financial well-being. Vail Wright, Senior Director of Healthcare Innovation, American Psychological Association said, 87% of Americans said that inflation and the rising costs of everyday goods is what's driving their stress, and that's one of the highest numbers of stress that we have seen in the Stress in America survey. Mark Hamrick from Washington Bureau, Chief Bankrate, added that 4 in 10 Americans say that money affects them negatively and in the state of their mental health. Sabrina Romanov, a clinical psychologist, also added that money is a universal stressor, regardless of your financial standing. Not only is it detrimental to the well-being of individuals, but it also has a negative impact on the economy. Workers in the United States could lose $53 billion in annual income if they had even one day of a month of poor mental health. Alex Melkumian, founder of Financial Psychology Center, said, "Money touches every part of our life, right? And it's, modern-day survival." In the United States, why is money such a source of stress? What can Americans do to lessen this burden? Many Americans are feeling the strain of rising living costs on a daily basis. Americans are frequently surprised by the continuing costs of their personal money, thus paying for necessities, not having an emergency fund, and being in debt are among the most pressing concerns on their minds when we ask about their financial situation. After going through their personal financial difficulties, Leah Landaverde said, "Even someone who has a master's degree in finance has their own personal finance issues, right? I was still figuring out how to adult, as well as how to be in this corporate world, making income which, for sure, led to overspending, lifestyle creep." Money worries are a major source of stress for more than 80% of Americans aged 18 to 43. Some people are more concerned about inflation and money than others. There were disparities in the way men and women processed it. And while more women reported that it was having a negative impact on their mental health, males said that it occurs more frequently. Without money, many people feel exposed and uncertain about their financial futures, since it serves as a safety net or source of security. Adults of Latino and Black descent were more likely than those of white or Asian descent to state that money was a key stressor in their lives. Leah Landaverde added, "Especially coming from my experience as a first gen, my parents didn't know how to navigate this financial system. That's why even myself entered finance, because I saw the stress my parents faced. So then I could learn and help protect them, as well as protect the community and providing education about finances that are, transparent." More than 1 in 4 Americans, 41%, believe it will be impossible for them to be financially prepared for retirement unless a miracle occurs. This so-called risk shift has been an issue in recent years. Because of this shift in risk from others to individuals, what are some of the responsibilities that people now bear? We already know where the money spent on higher education by taxpayers has gone, since it was previously absorbed by the government. Because of the rising cost of healthcare, which accounts for 1/5 of the US economy, consumers and employers alike are shouldering an increasing share of the responsibility for saving for retirement. Previously, this responsibility fell primarily on employers who offered pension benefits through 401k plans. More than half of American adults say they've already cut down on dining out and are considering further cuts if inflation continues to rise, according to a new poll. Almost 3/4 of respondents are concerned that rising costs may compel them to re-evaluate their spending habits. Even the wealthiest of Americans, those earning at least $100,000 a year, say they've cut back on expenses or are considering it. Mark Hamrick said, "People need to have a sense of hope, so when the economy is working for them, there is a greater likelihood that people will have hope that they can accomplish their basic personal financial objectives." Americans are beginning to link their deteriorating mental health with mounting financial anxiety. Many Americans feel that money has a detrimental effect on their mental health, with 28% reporting that they worry about their finances on a daily basis. Mark Hamrick added, "Many Americans tell us that some of their sources of financial stress are as simple as looking at their bank accounts or making purchases or talking about money." Sabrina Romanov commented, "Thinking about money or your finances, it can feel unavoidable. With the approaching summer and travel plans, holidays, gift buying, all these things are really stressful and can trigger concerns about finances. According to the April 2020 Credit Karma study, 35% of respondents claimed that stress from the epidemic caused them to make impulse purchases. Leia Landaverde shared, "I was sad, so I would shop, and that led me to accumulating over $30,000 in credit card debt. And I had to figure out how the heck I was gonna pay that off. Things are getting way more expensive, and we want to experience things, and we want to live. And so in order to provide some sort of happiness, I was getting serotonin through shopping." A person's general health might be adversely affected by mental health concerns. Mental illness has been shown to have a negative impact on one's physical health. The physical signs of stress, such as teeth grinding, headaches, stomach pain, and muscle strain, are common. The second type of response is emotional, and this includes things like anxiety and tension, difficulty sleeping, and changes in your eating habits. When these are uncontrolled, they can lead to physical and emotional problems. The shame of having financial problems is something that many people deal with in silence, and as a result, they go to great lengths to keep their problems hidden, which only serves to further isolate them. As a result of this increased isolation, people who are dealing with financial problems are more likely to have suicidal thoughts and even attempt suicide as a way out of their problems. Despite the fact that many factors, such as the rising cost of living, are beyond the control of individuals, there are activities that Americans may do to make themselves feel more comfortable financially. The first step is to examine your money mindset. According to experts, Tanya Schultz said, "I was constantly looking for how I can find hope in this situation because you can have beer and scarcity, especially nowadays. It's so easy with economy and inflation. We're bombarded by it every day. I'm like, there's not enough money. There's not enough money, so it keeps us in the scarcity mindset and that fear around money." The financial strategy can be devised with the assistance of professionals, such as therapists or money coaches. To put it simply, a money coach is a partner in crime who helps you keep yourself accountable while also educating you about money and showing you how to take concrete actions toward achieving your financial objectives. Sabrina Romanov said, "I think the biggest reason there's shame tied to finances because so much of our self-worth is tied to what we have in a tangible way. So people tend to relate their job or these external makers of success numbers in their bank account with their worth as a person, which is why it can be so difficult to deal with financial issues and especially seek out help for them. Keeping an eye on your physical well-being is just as vital." Northwell Health said, "What is happening to us mentally, it affects us physically. Also, if you're not treating your depression, anxiety well, you are probably not doing a great job managing blood pressure and diabetes and other chronic conditions." The concept in mental health recovery is that our first step is building hope. We need to see that there's a path to recovery and that things will get better, and they usually do. American Psychological Association said, "I was kind of go back to the basics, which is to make sure you're eating healthy, that you're getting enough sleep, that you're staying active, and that you're staying socially connected." Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Have a good one.